Yo, welcome to Banter Trimz. Another Saturday in the barber shop with the man them. Good to be back. Good to see you all. I like to start with these little scenarios. So I saw something in the newspaper the other day, and basically, a couple won the lottery, and they turned up masked up to accept the rewards. So I just wanted to ask you lot. Obviously, we're black people. You know, when you come into money, people that you ain't spoke to for time, family and yards, all of a sudden they're on your case. I'm gonna start with you, Uncle.
Ain't telling no one. Ain't telling no one. So I get a little change here and there, stick to you or something.
Yeah, you're gonna stick to something. You can't
Send
tell
them something, but I ain't telling them, man, because money changes people.
Oh, mate.
Money changes people.
Changed the whole dynamic,
What you
man.
give them is not enough.
Yeah. Duke?
I'm not gonna lie. I would like to sit here and say I wouldn't, tell anyone, but I think you would know. That's the joke of it. Yeah. When I pull up in Phantoms and all that stupid stuff, you're gonna know something with.
All of a sudden, man can clear the Duke's out.
Yeah.
You know what it'll be? It's breaking news across Sky Sports.
Yeah.
Duke's trying to buy United.
Oh yeah. Silliness like that with my 1 million. I would and I'm announcing it as well. I'm letting all of them know, Ronaldo, you're staying on your contract a lot. I'm going to change. I'm not going to lie. But I would like the scenario where I keep it humble because, again, what Unc said, 100% people from out the woodwork, the daytime carer that you had when you was 4, all of a sudden they come out and start asking for money. So on that note, I would like that. But knowing me, I would probably give them money at the same time.
And you know what's funny? As you say that, sometimes, when you be a bit younger, you might go to like a wedding or something, and then people come up to you like, yeah, it's a change in nappy.
Yeah, all of
So
that.
what? Okay.
Exactly, yeah.
Like,
That's kind of creepy to
It is.
yeah. As a big man, you're telling me you used to change my nappy. Like,
Yeah. It'll be them silly ones as well where, do you remember me? I saw you in the shop in 2000 and whatever. Yeah, 4. And
I was there when they buy the lottery ticket.
yeah.
Oh, you was? Really?
Yeah, all of that stuff. All of that.
There's too much headache associated with telling people, man. I'd rather be discreet and even
You would. I would.
You know what
I think I would, but it would change you. The
Duke's
exact same way
right,
you
because
said.
if you got a couple of M's, if you won, I don't know, £5, £6 million, whatever the case may be,
You're gonna change.
your whip's gonna change,
Yeah.
your limb's gonna change,
Your
all of that.
mentality.
well, we don't know with you because your whips change anyway, man.
It is, bro.
Yeah, real talk.
It's real talk. But yeah, you would, but family, friends, all the rest of it would change on you, man. And like Gina said, you know what? Even if you say, boy, I've got a little thing for you, you want to start big, I've got 30 grand for you, whatever. You see when they be coming up, boy, Mark, you got another 2
Yeah.
grand. I only need 15 more.
Yeah.
And they'll be cheeky like that's only changed you as well.
I know you've got it. No, you don't.
This is why I would lie. I think I would lie.
I've got a good job. I've got a
I'll
contract.
just say, I'll give them some scenario.
The thing with lying with that, Rob, remember you've got to maintain that lie for a long time. You only need to top it once.
Until they or you die.
Yeah, well, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
You know what it is?
And the thing is, let's say you have a long, productive life, which I wish you, and you win the million tomorrow. If I start seeing you pull up in certain things, or the certain stuff gets upgraded like that to levels that it's not really cool for, I'm gonna look at you and say, a job.
So you're telling me, so you're saying if people they turn up there, the things are getting better and nicer, they want a lottery.
No, but you just on consistency. If you're seeing this consistent, if you see that consistently, you're gonna start questioning. Like, is it really that? And I'm talking about levels that are
Tell
probably
me what kind of job you're doing, bro.
even that. I don't think because you got to think what kind of job where you're gonna pull up in. So I'm not gonna say something clear beyond someone's means, but consistency. That's the key. If you're seeing someone consistently changing or bringing in stuff that is a bit, high end, a job, unless you've hit literally
Let me tell you, I know some guys. That guys that take me up when I go in the boxing round.
Yeah.
They got money, like 7 figures worth of money. Like quite, and you can tell.
Yeah, they've got
You can tell money like
Generational.
Yeah, well, they make it themselves.
Okay.
But you can, but they're not flash with it, but they got money.
Yeah.
And you can tell, you can't hide it to a degree. And you know, for someone that ain't got none, by the way, everybody.
I'm having
No,
the same goal
No,
every
you're
week.
But that's what I'm saying to you. It's what you got to worry about.
Yeah, them man there.
Them one there,
Oh,
the girls you gotta worry about.
100%, bro. Pulling up in the
Always
ghost.
said
No,
that.
yeah.
That man is spending money from 1990.
Yeah.
All right.
But this
Know
is the
that.
thing, you can, I guess, be discreet. If any of us got a car, as long as it's not too nuts, we could.
No, but then, okay, maybe I misinterpreted. Maybe I said that wrong.
You can get that
when
on
you said
hire purchase, bro.
when I said I used the
I'm
car
telling
as an
you.
example, let's just say someone, because you might have someone that's not really into cars like that. Fine, I get
Like me.
it. But if they go and buy 10, 15 houses,
Yeah.
and they're like they're not gonna do it all at once, but they're telling you, I'm in the process of buying something here. I'm in the process of buying something there, consistently over
It's the
2-3
postcodes.
months.
The postcodes.
Or even the postcodes,
I
yeah,
know
things
certain
like
man
that.
bought- I
It's
know
like,
certain-
wait a
man
minute,
bought 3 houses in a
what?
month.
There you go, but
In the
then
shop, don't remember? Certain man bought 3 houses in a month.
is he mocking someone? He's mocking someone, isn't it? Or is it for real? Who's he mocking? Who?
Y'all know who I'm talking about.
All right, but let's just say that happens out of somewhere out of nowhere. Let's just say that happens somewhere out of nowhere. You got to kind of think, have you come into something quite big? Because that especially if they haven't really been talking that before a particular period, isn't it?
But and you know what? It's so sad. We're sitting there having to find scenarios.
I'm telling.
how to hide
I'm
your
saying.
people.
I'm saying. I'm telling whoever
Think about it,
asked,
it's
but
mad.
I'm just telling you no. When you ask me for peace,
No, bro.
I'll gladly say no, bro.
You're asking for trouble, man.
Bro, I don't feel no way.
It's sad that you would have to keep it a secret. I just think the headache associated with being.
It's not worth it.
It's not.
Yeah.
On top of it, I'm gonna go feed my whole village, bro. I don't care about those.
Yeah, but you can do that.
But then your village is gonna want more. They're gonna want to start.
Listen, remember, man, them back home got iPhones and that now. So you're gonna go viral, bruv, but you wanna feed the village. We're gonna find out.
Give the man them a couple.
What village are you talking? The one in the mountains or man?
I got a village.
It's a big Dulwich village. That's a lot of feeding there, bro.
Give the man them couple stuff.
That's good. I can tell you now that couple stuff ain't enough. We'll be back. That's the problem.
Innit, what's
We'll
couple
be
stuff? What's couple stuff,
Give the man
Stephen?
them couple stuff.
What? What's couple stuff?
I'm just saying, like, I'm not lying. That's just love. I'm not lying.
And when I'm talking about win the lottery, I'm not talking about a mil. I'm talking about
A good
200 mil.
Yeah.
Like big. I'm talking big wins.
Yeah, I'm not
I
hiding
can tell
that,
you
bro.
now, yeah. When you win that kind of level of money, or even a
can't
mil,
hide it.
you
It's
can't.
impossible.
You start getting letters from Gambia and all of those places. People start all these charities where kids
You
start
gotta remember,
Trust
you
me.
are
asking for help and
£200
that.
million. You're not even driving a car yourself again, really.
Yeah,
If you invest, if you invest properly, you're gonna continue to make money.
Yeah,
You're
of
not gonna
course,
make
of
that
course.
200
yeah,
mil.
yeah.
You understand? And you're not gonna be able to come here and sit down in the morning and all that type of thing. You know, like your life will change.
Listen,
People are gonna notice.
And listen, people you don't even think will not, like, you'll start getting people trying to lean on you. We're not even talking about that kind of life, but it's real. There's people that will lean
This is
on
why
you.
you
have
get
to
you
start
get the
getting-
man them, bro.
No,
it's
that's
a
why
bit-
he keeps quiet.
Yeah,
You get
well,
the SIA
no,
badge
no.
guys. You get the guys with SIA badges.
Oh, listen.
the mountain water. That mountain water up there.
You could have zero beef, yeah?
Yeah.
You could be all 16. You could be in your teens the last time you had beef, yeah? All of a sudden, well, everyone's your op from
Yeah,
where you come
yeah.
from. It's like you was the
Them
coolest
man
guy
that don't
in
even
your
them man that
town,
don't even
bro.
do this.
Everyone's
Them man
your
ain't
op.
done that. The whole hood be saying you ain't done this, you ain't done that.
You ain't done that,
Yeah.
bro. You ain't done this, you ain't done that.
Man,
And
start
it's-
talking about the play area across the road, bro.
Yeah,
How come my man ain't fixed up the play area?
I bought you an ice pole. I swear you owe me. But with inflation, that ice pole is worth 50 bags now, fam.
That
what
last
I'm
time
gonna
you
tell you.
bought me a drink, all of a sudden, the inflation.
I need that money back with inflation
I
and
need
tax.
that. You know what I mean? Bro,
It's a lot of bother.
Yeah,
Nah,
it is.
I
It's a lot of bother. that.
No, don't be that guy.
But
You
even
were
so,
great, bro.
with all of that in mind, this is what's gonna like add to you changing, because you're now gonna put down that set of people and life and try and lose contact and then come out of that area and live a different
And
life.
the problem, the difficulty is going to be, is getting a balance. Getting a balance of your old people. That
Yeah.
You have to keep some of them.
Yeah.
Some of
200
them.
million, you just got to
But
take your
also,
family and go.
Also, there's certain people, girls even. Like there's even like your friends, because some of your friends you're gonna have to keep. But I wouldn't just get rid of all of them.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
you have
yeah.
to balance. Even who comes to your house,
You might have to, 200 million is
100%.
a lot. It's different level.
Yeah, man.
Man might start even trying to, the same people that we're talking about, they might not be able to get to you, but if they know that's your aunt, they might try and lean on your aunt to go and get to you, bro. And then when she's coming saying, such and such is, or such and such is happening, what are you going to do?
It's true. So, yeah, it's worth a lot more trouble. Than it's worth, man. But I know you, Stephen, you're the man still. You're the man, Stephen.
You've angered him, you've upsetting him now. That's what I think it is. Now that I've noticed, the last time you've ordered McDonald's breakfast here, he gets angry. He goes off with one, bro. He starts.
Why? He's got breakfast.
No, it's not even that. It's, every single one of us drive,
Look at this.
Every single one of
We're
us
here
drive,
woken.
bro.
We're here woken, yeah? That's what Uber here is for. That's what the Uber eats for.
And we just ordered.
I don't even know.
But you know what it is, yeah? In terms of money, what I wanted to ask you, we've got like a
Yeah.
How do we feel about, because the funny thing is, I think it's like Asian rich people, there's a show on Netflix.
Yeah.
But obviously these people like generational wealth, like, so when you see like these black kids or these white kids do rapping or drill or whatever, and they got a bit of money, and then all of a sudden it's the money phone, and how do we feel about that? Because I'm like, it's nice that you've made it out and you're doing your thing, you've got opportunity to change your life and your family's life. But at the same time, it's not real money.
It's not their money that flexes.
Yeah, but to them,
You have to remember,
Half the time it's not their money. This is my point.
but no one is explaining that to them.
No, what I'm saying is literally not their money.
Yeah. So they go and get it.
They get it from the man that's funding their little thing, that's doing.
not realising they're signing.
Half the time it's not their money.
But you have to remember as well, what I think it's down to education, isn't it? Because I say this to a lot of people outside. If you give a man £100 that's never had £100, what do you think he's going to go and do?
Oh, 100%.
Gonna try
So
and get what he
it's
never
hard, isn't it? Like he's going to go and try and live a life that he's never had because, he can at that moment in time. He's not thinking of... Rob, it's like we said earlier when we was talking about, funny enough, more or less the same situation where if you've got money, how you invest it, like in your younger days than opposed to now, because you know what life's about and what's worth the investment to what's not worth the investment.
Yeah.
And the stunting and flexing, like even with the music, to be honest, I know it helps sales. So you can kind of have half an argument when you're pretending you've got loads of money. That's what the kids aspire to. So it helps sales, but deep down, half of these kids you actually know ain't got no common sense. If you gave them or made them a real meal, that they would have real education and now to go out and deal with it.
Duke, I was funny. I was having a conversation yesterday in here regarding the education system. Our education system is Dickensian, like 1400s. The same, they were teaching us the same thing now.
Yeah.
They were teaching us then.
Yes.
But now obviously nothing's the same as it was then. Yeah, social media. There's lots of things that are different. The education system doesn't work. It does work because it's not relevant to today's life.
Yeah.
Or do you think, sorry, Mark, to cut you, do you think it works because if you look at it, the education system teaches you literally how to be a sheep, how to go and work for someone.
But the reason why, but it doesn't even do that because now you don't even go into work again.
Yeah.
Like,
you can say that's last 5 years or 10 years.
But even the way people like no one wants to be a bricklayer, electrician, or stuff like that anymore. Everybody wants to work from a laptop. Like the world changes. It gets better and things get like you could talk to someone in New York right now. You could do that. Like you could see someone. You know what I mean? You could do that before. So the point. And let me finish. So even how you save, and I heard you not talking about saving and how you invest. You're not talking that. You're talking stupidness. You're talking about. You talk algebra and things that don't make no sense. Make absolutely none.
Things you're not going to use in life.
Things you can use
like
on a day-to-day basis.
Stuff like that.
Finance, that's very important.
It
don't work.
We should be teaching our kids, and in general rule of thumb, you should be teaching your kids now about trading and stocks and practical things that they can utilise that make their money, even if they have to do a 9 to 5, help them make their money work.
Even that's
our
generation, unless you've gone into that, we weren't taught that.
So it's not. But what do you mean? But now they're not taught it now.
Yeah, but you're going too far. You're going too far. Even the basic of tax, knowing that once you leave school, at the age of 16 or 18, whenever they start taking money, that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
That's not taught.
Yeah.
So never mind the overall how to make money, how the system in and of itself, and you as an individual operate in the system. You're not taught those information. But I think the education system is doing what it's desired to do, what it was created to do.
Literally keep people
within that.
How to conform, literally.
Like I will read when my son was choosing school. I read through all of the school's thing. No, their guidelines, like the actual schools,
their policies,
terms and conditions, and all of that.
Okay.
And all of them have the same language, just copied and paste. That is on a. Well, you can't run in the hallway. You can't backchat teacher.
Are the behaviour policies you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, but they're all the same. All these schools have the same. It's like the same set of people wrote them.
Okay, but if I told on it, nobody writes policies again. You teach someone else's. Yeah. You do. It's 100%.
Copy and paste.
I'm not what it is. I Google that. I go to another school and I'm like,
and we have to be honest. Certain things like that, I think that's just common sense. Like it's behaviour policy. So I can.
If you've got 1,000 children, it's imperative that there's procedures in place. Other than that, you can have mayhem.
I'm saying
there's got to be
it's
rules.
two different subjects that we're talking about. We're talking about actual education to behavioural policies.
No. But I'm saying, in terms of the behavioural policy, that helps to conform. So you're supposed to be individuals. You are supposed to be.
Certain schools go walk on the left-hand side of the staircase.
Right, that's it.
Telling you that.
Yeah,
you have to supposed to walk on the left-hand side.
Yeah.
Down and walk on the left.
For prison.
Of course.
Yeah, cool.
Like, you read books.
Right. So imagine that. So you talk education, you talk about schools. So then if you have alternative provisions, units, whatever you want to call them, that is literally a pipeline to prison. You know that?
Yeah.
You know
100%.
percentages?
100%.
80% of them end up with a criminal record.
Yeah,
80%.
But
do you know in 2019, sorry, get off.
Yeah.
I love this. In 2019, do you know that?
Just pancakes.
86%
Yeah,
of
two different ones, yeah.
minority kids didn't get 5 86. 86%.
What year was that?
In 2019, in Lucian.
Oh, wow.
86 of black and ethnic minority boys and girls did not get 586. And they did nothing about it.
Nothing. But like I'm saying, that the whole system is designed, it's almost conform and weed out those that, you know what, those that are going to go on the fringe of society. So those that are going to go on the street life. Those who are going to find alternative. The school system isn't designed for you to thrive in.
Who makes that decision that they're going to go on the fringe of society? When is that decision made?
No, well, the individual.
You said that correct if I'm wrong, that there's some students that are going to be on the fringe of society.
Yeah,
that's not what they're making.
so those kids, you have kids that at the start of September, their soul, within their soul, doesn't fit the narrative of, sit down and let me do the chalkboard situation.
So the issue with that is, what about year 1 to 6 then? Year 7, September, what have they been doing from year 1 to 6? Well, why have their parents not been getting them ready for school, preparing for school? Because that's what he does.
Right.
I know he does that for a fact. These two children sitting there, there's no issues. That's because of what goes on behind his front door.
Yeah.
But even then, as parent, you identify that, my kid doesn't fit.
We're going away if we're going from
We're
talking about
we are. But my point is, the reality is the system is working how it's supposed to.
Programmed to.
I agree with that.
It's like talking about. It's like talking about
we do.
It's like talking about the algorithms, right? That looks at our behavioral patterns and whatnot, and has all of the racism undertone. Its designers are racist, so therefore even subconsciously it's gone into the program.
You know you can't say that the designers of algorithms are racist. You know you can't say that.
I can say what I want.
You know nothing about it.
I don't know that.
You know what's his name?
Alga.
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 So you can't assume that they're racist.
I'm saying when you're looking at the cross the board of what is making the decisions, like in terms of predictive behavior, all of those things line up on top of line up. Those are designed by people. So anything that was designed by a human being that is now making decisions outside of human beings' control. So any system that you want to pick.
But
that is
Steve, you've
designed-
got to remember that the algorithms is based on numbers.
And what you do,
what's
what
happening?
he's saying is not incorrect.
But those numbers was okay.
Basically, no, I completely understand what you're trying to say. You have to understand AI has got so complex now, yeah, that artificial intelligence are now becoming racist.
Oh yeah, 100%. They are. Yeah.
Okay,
I saw this.
The other day, I can't remember who Google or something.
This is
did
facts
the
as
other
well.
day,
Facts.
Where they've done an AI system, and he basically said, if I had a choice, I wouldn't be black or gay.
Wait.
But wait.
Wait. Let's look at this. Let's really, if we're gonna dissect this, look at it. Algorithms is based on numbers.
Wait. That's what I was about to
If
say.
you're gonna say
No.
the input of the numbers is coming from a racist, you feel an underrepresentation due to racism. That's a different argument. So, but the algorithm.
The argument is the numbers. Wait for a second. The numbers. If the numbers was biased.
That's
so
what I'm saying. If you can, that's where your argument can be. The numbers being
But
biased.
that means the fruit of the poison tree is there.
But what you lot originally said is that the algorithm itself is now thinking for itself that it's racism. That's
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
right?
that's right. Yeah.
But you've just said it, yeah. But it's the numbers that you're saying are biased. It's not actually the algorithm. What I'm saying is,
And the creators. So if I create something, we all have biases. We all have biases, right? If I created something, it's gonna be created with that bias. Whether or not the numbers, the argument that numbers don't lie is a lie in and of
yeah,
itself.
cool. So 100%, I agree
Right?
with that.
So what my point is, the algorithm, the our brother Alga, he fully has been given this information to determine societal norms now. When Alga is saying, I would rather be a white man, that came from whoever created it.
That's
the mark.
So
It's evolved.
much now.
Right.
These guys are teaching themselves. This is what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah, that's what it
The
is.
thing that happened the
Let's
other
be-
day,
you might
this
not like-
thing is evolving itself.
Yeah.
And saying, right, now, do you know what?
It's better to-
I'd rather be a white
it's
man.
better to-
And the number in that respect is true. Let's be real. What do we go through as black men in this country?
Say I wouldn't want to born again.
No. If you had a choice, if you had two lives side by side, you hadn't lived them yet. You was in this kind of virtual world. This is what it's going to be like as a black person. This is what it's going to be like as a white person. We clearly know a white person has more privileges than a black person. The algorithm is just merely pointing out the choice you have. The better option is to be the white person. That's it. Are we going to class that as racism? Because we will all sit here and say, boy, these men here, they live a better life than us. That's racism. That's what we're going through.
What was it?
This AI,
Yeah.
I know we've got this could be a whole episode in itself. But
Yeah.
This AI has been evolving and it's just watching everything. Is like, nah,
Everything, bro. It's watching absolutely everything, bro.
But so to go back to this topic of the school, or money rather, if this situation, this institution, which is the school, isn't teaching the rappers, yo, money is supposed to be made like this, or money is supposed to be manipulated like that, then in 10 years we can't compete with AI. Our minds isn't evolving. Meanwhile, AI is 50 years. Like, I always look at it like the Chinese them are thinking 50 years. Meanwhile, black people don't have enough time to even think 2-3 years. White people's already gone to the point where now they're trying to come. No, they're gone to the point where they're gonna move. Like, they've had enough. So we're trying to catch up with AI. So the kids them in our environment is trying to live to that lifestyle, but they're not being taught how to even compete with the future. They're taught how to compete with the past. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Teaching man about Henry VIII and intruders. What does that have to do with man today?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not 100% sure what I'm with you on that, because I think there is no competing with AI. AI, you're gonna give all the information of the past and it's going to predict the future. There's no compete with that. We don't have the mental capacity to compete with that. You can tell AI something that happened 2 trillion years ago and it will remember it in 2 trillion years. We can't do that. We don't have
And gather more information.
And make a prediction.
Instantaneous
There you go. So there is no way that anyone is competing with any kind of AI. Like it doesn't. AI is, if you're going to look at it, definitely the evolution of man. AI,
even if we're not competing with it,
I'm going a bit off here, but if we're going to survive as a species in terms of 100 million years from now, when the planet's in problems and that, it's AI that's going to get us to another solar system and all that stuff. It ain't going to be us as human minds that's going to get there because we won't. Of course, we're not there.
We ain't got the capacity.
Of course we do. Yeah, we are limited.
No way.
Listen,
that's like saying God don't have the capacity to fix what's wrong with the world. We created AI. What are you talking about?
But AI has the capabilities to predict what we can't see or do.
You have to remember, as human beings,
we are limited.
We only utilize
10% in it. Yeah.
What?
Basically, what we've given AI is the ability to evolve to access another 90%. But this person, in his current state, cannot compete with
exactly.
that.
100%.
What I have to teach now.
You hit the nail on the head.
Bear in mind, remember what
100%.
I have to teach these students now about soft skills, how to communicate with people and stuff like that. That's the only way we can mess with these people because AI, that's what they can't do, innit? Because, when you're too intelligent for your own good, like people with on the spectrum and stuff like that. That's why they lack things like empathy. I have to now do a class, teaching kids like students about empathy and mental wealth and interpersonal skills and stuff like that.
Basically, you have to treat a human.
But my point is, if the argument that we can't figure out what's wrong or is to unlock our 90, someone's gonna figure out how we unlock our 90. I remember there was a film about it that they were taking pills, right? Limitless, I think.
Limitless, yeah.
Someone's one of us out of the 7 billion of us is gonna figure out how to unlock the remaining 90. That's all I'm saying. But you can't say.
And even then,
for those who believe in
still
God,
to compete with AI though.
It's not.
We'll never. I mean, I think the way they're thinking of the future is people living through forever through consciousness.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I think that's
you have to remember what life
that's
is.
The way they're going in the future.
Our bodies are not designed to live no.
100%.
So
you wouldn't want to live forever.
So on that note, it has to be a conscious thing, which you can kind of probably merge AI into at some point.
100%. I've seen the thing with the phones now. Put the phones in your.
What's that?
And we will be like Alexa. So your great grandchildren could hear your voice, could hear you maybe tell a story or. You know what I'm saying? Like our consciousness will still be
What's
here
that film with?
in a certain way.
It's probably even a great representation of what we're talking about, where he lives through like the systems again.
Bruce Willis.
No, not Bruce Willis. The other one from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp. He's in one film, and basically his consciousness, they're able to.
Oh, I know.
Like basically, he's able to live through AI, and he literally can control what he builds his own.
I need to see this
to get power.
We need to, someone
madness. He dies.
He dies physically.
He does something
thing
and he basically.
But the joke of it is, let me kill. He dies physically, but he rebuilds himself as a machine. Like that's a perfect analogy. What we're talking about
that's where they want to go. Because see all these people with money, they don't want to die. Yeah. They don't want to. They don't want to die. Man. That's what I'm saying. But we got to big up Carlos. Congratulations on the birth of his child. Get me? Got that 5-a-side and the subs, you know.
That is true. Listen,
and the subs.
Baby making. I don't know what music he's listening to at night, but if you don't want more kids, you better not put it in the CD. Yeah, that playlist must be a madness still.
So just to get onto the football, obviously. I'm going to start with Steven Gerrard, moving to Aston Villa. Personally, I think it's too soon. I think he should have stayed in Scotland just to learn his craft a bit more, win a few more things. the Premier League is as we know, it's the big dogs. Do you know what I mean? So how do we feel about Stevie G?
I think it's too soon, man.
Yeah, I think it's the goal. Sorry.
Yeah, so I was just going to say, like, there's ways he can prove that he's a good manager and stay in Scotland. I'll give you a prime example. And this is a guy I actually think, if he went to United, would be in trouble. Like, Ten Hag at Ajax he manages in a substandard league. It's not top 5 league in Europe, yeah? But you know as fact, he's producing. That's a serious team. Because how they perform on
Champions League, yeah.
They're on crud.
Yeah.
They're on crud again, and they're so bare. They're so Man U, a couple man from Barca,
Juventus, everyone, man.
And they always get raided.
Yeah, he could have developed Rangers in Scotland, and he could have showcased his ability as a manager on the European stage for a couple of years, and then made the Champions League.
Easily. And the thing about it, sorry, Roberto, even on the European stage, there'll be no pressure for him. Do you know what I mean? You'll just be able to go in there and experiment and try things.
Yeah.
You know what it is? For me, I totally agree. I'm a huge Steven Gerrard fan. And I wanted to be the Liverpool manager, I do. Like, he wants Premiership experience. I don't think he should have done that. I really don't think he should have made that move from Scotland. He won one. That's
Unbeaten though. Unbeaten.
But it's still. He should have done one a couple of times. A lot of things he should have done.
Yeah.
He should never have jumped. The Premiership ain't no joke, you know.
Yeah.
I don't even know what I do know, obviously, but the fact that his name was mentioned is a problem.
What do you mean?
Like,
You shouldn't have been a candidate.
he shouldn't have even been on the docket.
Right.
Like,
Do you know, for me
you ain't got
personally,
no manager experience to even be considered. Oh, boom.
Right. So looking at manager experience. So your current manager.
he's a bad guy, you know. This is what I'm saying.
I need to get a quote for you. He's a bad guy.
Your current manager.
Yeah.
His experience is.
You've walked into that, to be honest. You've killed
Go on.
A team relegated, if I'm not right.
Yeah.
And then he managed a Norwegian team.
Yeah.
Bold.
And now he's at the wheel.
Okay.
There's no will. Let's let go of the will.
I said now he's at the wheel.
Do you know why it's a bad move?
Yeah,
Do you know
what's
what
the
I don't think he gets enough credit? Patrick Vieira. That's what I think Steven Gerrard should have done. Go and learn your craft with no pressure outside of Europe. I get the understanding with him where he would have been so... I generally think probably the Liverpool job is probably what he has in mind.
Definitely.
To try this Villa job, he's probably looked at it as like, this is going to fast track him to #1 candidate. Klopp's already announced... in a couple of years. And if he does relatively well, hopefully Liverpool should come knocking when Klopp steps down.
Yeah,
But I
that's what
think
he
that
wants.
is such the worstest move he could have made because he's not ready. It's like putting in a pizza and taking it out after 5 minutes.
Yeah.
We know the pizza's good. It's gonna, but you need to cook it properly.
Yeah.
And that this is the
That
problem.
will
If
run
he'd
your
done a
stomach,
Vieira, because Vieira is going to be a bad boy. I give you
Vieira's
that.
doing bits.
He's going to be, he's been what, 11 clubs that I found out this morning? 11 clubs you told me, innit? He is going to now be able to be tactically astute in all different sectors.
Look what he's done with Crystal Palace.
Exactly.
In what? 3
3
months?
months, exactly. Don't get me wrong. I was worried about us playing Palace from last season, let alone now. After what I've seen, them
He's
do
got
to City and stuff.
Benteke playing ball. Benteke, guys. We're all football fans. We know Benteke's been on nothing.
The thing is with Benteke, it's not even the fact that he's not contributing, like he's not scoring. It's what he's doing for the team that's the problem.
Yeah.
And that when you see a manager that can literally bring in, like, work with Deadwood like that, it's scary. It's scary. You don't just get that over a season or two.
He's
That
doing-
is
Knowing your craft, he knows his
knowing
thing.
how to deal with certain
Because
players, knowing what to do.
he's using the respect level that most players will have for Vieira. Plus, he's a student of the game.
Yeah.
And he's gone around
And
all
found
Was
of
he
out-
at Man
City's-
City for a while?
all
Was
of
he at Man
City's,
City for a
all of
while?
City's many
He
teams.
went over to
That's
US.
what
Yeah.
Gerrard's doing. though.
Yes,
This is
he
the
did,
problem.
yeah.
That's what Gerrard's doing. He's going to use the respect level, and yes, fair enough, he ain't done the City for him.
Yeah.
But he's going to utilise. I've got.
But the
I've
thing
seen
is, Rob,
Gerrard.
we know-
the problem is.
Go on.
Is I just don't think he's ready, bro.
No, I don't think.
If you remove the City part, which is I understand is important, but essentially they at least have the same gravitas. Do you know what I mean?
In terms of-
players.
Okay,
and
yeah.
The fact that that they will demand respect.
The same level.
It's- I just think it's too soon, bro.
Yeah, the thing is, Vieira, he's been doing these things under the radar for the last 10 years,
But
easily.
you got to remember,
He even got fired from Nice.
yeah, he flopped once,
flopped.
but he flopped at a low enough.
At a low
This
enough
is
where he
stage.
could
listen,
rebuild himself.
You have to
Back.
remember, yeah, the days of managers coming in and excelling straight. This only happens once every generation. This is where you go to the whole generational talent. It's not a common thing. So you expect a manager to flop somewhere. But the problem is, when you flop in the Premiership, it's almost you're writing off your career. You've got to you drop an extra level below than a normal manager that's going to flop in Nice or France or somewhere else.
Yeah.
And you've got to work that way up because that always stays on your CV.
Oh, yeah, it's a
You
stain.
see, once Solskjaer
It's a
comes
stain.
out of this job, he is done. He has to go to Norwegian or wherever Norwegian and stuff.
Whatever the damn country.
I'll be honest, I don't even think he gets a top job there. He has to start at Sunday League in Norwegian, bro, and work his way out there, bro.
I don't think so.
100%.
I don't think because with Solskjaer, having managed one of the biggest clubs, it's like getting fired from Bank of England.
Listen,
You can walk
you have
into.
to remember.
No,
listen,
I don't
listen,
think
listen,
so.
wait. You have to remember after Swansea. He had to go back to Norwegian, sorry, to get a job. We only come, listen, Norway, wait. We only came for him because we needed someone to unify the fans. And he was an interim manager. Let's not forget that.
Yeah, but
interim.
this-
He was never permanent.
know.
So
Yeah,
therefore, it was a temporary
I kind of
job.
fell in his lap.
Nah,
Fell
but,
in his lap. There you go.
But to have Man United, I was a manager of Man United for 3 years. Not only that,
Listen,
get
I can tell
not
you
only
why
does
that
get
doesn't
you
matter.
the door.
Moyes was killed
This is not
after
the-
he
this is
left
not-
us.
But
He
Moyes
was
is back.
This
Moyes
is not-
is back, bro.
Moyes is back.
With
How
a
long-
vengeance.
How long after? How long after? Look at what he did.
I know,
after.
you know, he had to go back and
work
build
his
up.
way
No, but when Moyes left, he was able to go to Spain and the way Moyes got fired is different to how they will get rid of.
Exactly, and this is what I'm saying. This is why Solskjaer is dead in the water.
I don't think so.
Dead
I
in the
don't
water,
think so.
and
I
that's
don't
because of
think
what it's 100%.
This is-
100%. No one ain't hiring Solskjaer because he was Man United.
Nah,
because they're
nah,
gonna
they're
look
not
at
gonna
that
do
and
that.
think you
They're not
didn't
gonna do that.
even
You're in the
flop.
eyes
You
of the
bottled.
world. You're not the Bank of England where only certain men know you. You're in the
Yeah,
eyes of the
everyone
world.
gets
Well,
it.
this is what I'm saying. The
So
prestige of Man United.
No,
having
no,
managed.
what are you on,
No,
bro?
bro.
No.
You guys are.
Listen,
You guys are mad.
from when,
You're
from
forgetting
when,
that reputation.
No, but from when we can see what the
Stephen's
problem,
right, mate.
from when we can see as just fans,
Yeah.
and we're not even seeing the what's going on in the training, and we can see as fans what is the problem with Man United, then
No,
for him to go out,
But he's correct.
No, it's not. You can't. The
I
world's
predict this
changed.
to happen,
It's
yeah.
changed, but God.
He'll leave eventually.
yeah.
No, he'll get fired. He'll get
I'm
fired.
trying to be different.
No, don't be.
However,
No,
he
do you know why you have to
however
say?
he
Listen, listen. You know why you have to say he's getting? Because the manner how he's going to leave is going to determine why he won't get another job.
No, but this is
He
what
will
I'm
be
saying.
fired from bad results and not being good enough, and that's going to stick in the minds of everyone else. Yeah, it's not. That's the
I
reason.
get that.
That's the reason.
But I think Stephen's correct. He will go to. He might have to go foreign. He'll get a lesser job.
a lesser
For a
job with
or
the
two,
same
he'll get okay-ish jobs.
Yeah,
And then
right.
if he continues to flop, then he's done. But there will
But
be
there
gravity
will
to
be.
United.
He'll have to go and start again. He'll have to go and
Yeah,
start
yeah,
that's
again.
what
That means
we
he'll
said.
It's
probably
not
have
even
to go
start
back to
again.
Bolton.
Like he,
I bet he goes back to
he
Bolton.
He'll
can
get
now.
a job in that.
Nah, he
will.
will.
He'll have to. I think he'll have to.
Let's say he's on 8 million a season now. His
Yeah.
next job will be 3 or 4.
3 or 4 mil.
He's gonna be alright, bro.
But
At least
where?
for a club
He,
or two
he will be
start
able
on
to
that.
go into a middle tier team easily, bro.
Like, not in the
just
Premier
Not in the
League.
Premier.
Like what kind of
Not
middle
in the
tier
Premier.
team? We saying it.
Prem.
A million-tier team in the Prem now is looking top 4 or top 8. Sorry, they're not taking him. No, when he's just
I'm
left
telling
United
you.
I'm not
because
sure
he
about the
can't
Prem.
manage.
He may not be. He may not be. He may not be in the Prem.
And the further you go down, the more you need to manage.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Because you're
It may
working
not.
with
It may
worse
not.
players.
It may not be in the Prem. But I'm telling you that we're talking like people don't look at. Oh, right, you was at United.
No, I hear you.
Just the
You
mere
do-
fact that
No, I hear you.
You hold that.
No.
We can argue
Listen,
that he wasn't managing or whatever.
Van Gaal got told to come out after winning an FA Cup. He didn't see another job until what recently?
That's
the
because
Netherlands
Van
job.
Gaal didn't want to.
He wasn't getting no offers. What you talking
Come on, man. Of course. No, that's because Vanguard.
You know what I agree with
Vanguard
Steven?
has
I agree with
prestige,
Steven in
bruv,
this
but you
way.
mad.
Yeah? I watch a lot of Premiership years, and when you watch Premiership years, you realise there was it's changed now because of the foreign managers. But before there was like Alan Pardew, Sam Allardyce. There was a core of managers that no matter how good or how bad they done, they'd always get Premier League jobs.
Yeah, but the thing is, where are you gonna go? Everybody's got money now. Where are you gonna go?
Norwich.
They want results, yeah.
Norwich.
Vanguard didn't
Frank
even want to come
Lampard
to
couldn't
United.
even get. And remember, he was at Chelsea.
Vanguard didn't even want to come to United.
Frank Lampard couldn't get the
He
Norwich
didn't want the
job.
job.
Now I believe
And he was
in the Prem.
Dean Smith, who bought up Villa and got cut, has got the Norwich job because he bought.
Oh, they're
Villa
giving
from
it to
the
Dean
depths.
Smith, yeah?
Yeah.
Wow.
Remember, yeah. Everybody the problem is now. You got the Tugels, you got the Klopps, you got the.
That's what I'm saying. It's the foreigners now, the foreign managers.
Different English or not? They want the student of
student
the game
manager.
who can manage players. You want all of that. You can get by.
Because think about it, you got Arteta foreign and Vieira foreign coming in for the next generation now, and then you've got your Lampards or Gerrard who are gonna be the
next level,
the next guys who will always get the Premier League jobs. Do you know what I mean?
And you've got to be able to buy well. You've got to be able to identify players in your system.
Yeah.
He ain't got all that.
Ollie ain't got that. No.
Like you said.
All he's got is the goal from 99. Or the 2 goals from 99. That's what he's got. Real talk. That's why he's staying in this job.
But that was big enough to get him the biggest job.
Yeah.
So imagine now, you're telling me.
But you have to know, that
you're
was a
telling me.
point.
No.
That was a point. We was very toxic.
You're telling me
we
2
needed
goals.
someone to kind of solidify the shit in terms of the fans and the board not getting so much harassment.
You're telling me 2 goals in 99 got him the biggest job.
100%.
One of the biggest jobs in world football. And if he gets fired from world football, he's still got the two goals, same way. He's now got experience of being able to say, I managed United for 3 years, 4 years, however long until he leaves, right? Or until he gets pushed out. He's got, and you think that's not going to hold weight?
Do you know why?
You're mad.
The problem is, Steve, he's got the job. No, he's got.
You're mad.
He's not. He's
You're
not.
mad.
That's an
You're
old way
mad.
of thinking.
No, it's
That
not
is
an
an
old way of
It
thinking.
is.
No,
Because
it's not.
these clubs, whoever's going to look at employing Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, if we're saying a middle class club or a top tier club is going to say, okay, what's on your CV? You managed that Man United. You were fired because of what?
It doesn't matter. He stayed there what? 3 years. 3
But
years.
exactly.
3
Marino, when
years.
you've had a track record.
No. I'm saying
He's not going to
having stayed in the job for 3 years and you didn't get fired. It doesn't matter why. It doesn't matter why. You stayed in the job a minimum of 3 years.
You're looking at it like AI. No empathy. That's the problem. That's what you're talking about. That's what you're
No empathy.
No empathy. Like, you're not understanding this guy.
But I'm not saying he will get another job in the Premier League.
Right away. Not in the Prem. Right away.
No.
But what I'm saying is, from the 8 he's getting probably now, he's going to get 4 in foreign.
I don't know. But the thing is, in foreign, they ain't got that kind of money. That's a massive job, you know. No, Unks, we're not even talking that level. We're not even talking.
Hard.
A 4 job is massive outside the Premier League, so that's even crazy to
He's
talk.
not going to get any jobs. We're saying that he's going to have to go base.
I'm saying he's not getting no job.
basement,
I'm saying
I'm
when we
not-
say job,
Yo,
give me this.
Okay,
when
go
we
on.
say another job, what are we talking about? Because that's probably
Gladback.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about.
Gladback.
Gladback.
Is that a job?
Sparta Prague. Sparta Prague.
Do you know why? Listen. Do you know why? I tell you why he doesn't get those jobs. Those kind of clubs are literally trying their hardest to utilize every single resource and anything they've got to make sure they stay where they are or progress. When they've got a board that is competent, because most of those kind of clubs have competent boards, they work with directors of footballs and stuff like that. They're going to look at Ollie and say straight away, this guy cannot manage. It's been documented. He cannot manage.
You know what?
They will give. Wait.
You're correct. But you know what?
Wait, no.
He's not getting a Germany gig.
Wait.
The Germans don't fuck about when it comes
It may not be German.
No, no,
Exactly.
you need
It may
to
not
know
be
what
German.
you're
It may
doing.
not be German. It may not be German.
Or
It may not.
but
Do you know what?
The shit tax.
Wait,
The shit
wait,
tax.
wait.
Yeah,
It's Sunday League. Glorifying Sunday League.
That's rude.
Players
That's
go
rude.
and
That's
listen,
rude.
listen, listen.
That's rude.
Players go and end their career in Turkey. Let's not be
No,
under
that's
no
rude.
illusion.
That's
Let real
Let's
talk.
be real.
I
I think even
wait.
Anton
And you know what?
Ferdinand
Do you know
went
what?
Turkey.
Do you know what? Do you know
to
what
end
he's
his
gonna
career.
bring?
I think Michael Richards. Did Michael Richards go Turkey?
Do you know what?
Michael Richards as well.
Do you know what he's gonna
He was there
bring?
for a minute,
Wait,
yeah.
do you know what he's gonna bring? This brother is gonna bring the media magnet because he's been at United and people want to hear what are you doing? Even
Oli.
even
he's not
even if it's for
No,
the
I hear
even
it.
if it's for the first 6 months, people want to know what are you doing? And Holly will get the media just because he was at United and people want to know what's United.
What you're saying is, and I totally agree. It's irrespective of that. Football has now. It's not about brand. Don't do nothing for you again. You have to know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Everybody know.
Brand do things for you same way.
Brand do.
Am I allowed to finish or not?
Am I allowed to?
No, you're not. 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 Brand don't do nothing for you. Brand don't do nothing for
That's a
you.
full.
Thank you, Uncle. Thank you.
What I'm saying is that everybody wants to win. Everyone to progress, as Duke said. And in order to do that, you need someone that knows what they're doing. Like, for instance, the ex-Leipzig manager. Never really heard of him before, really, but he had a plan. You know what he's doing? He produced players that everybody buys them. Across Europe, they buy them, and they're very good at what they do. Belgium. And the Belgian team?
Yeah.
RB Leipzig. That's what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
So the point I'm making is, they want him because he does something. All I'm asking is, what does...
Leipzig had investment, no? Did Leipzig not have investment?
I'm asking a question. What does Oli bring? What does he bring? Is it astute training? What is it? What is it? What? If you're
He's
a
two
chairman,
goals from the 99.
If you're chairman, what does Oli bring?
That's what he's done.
Ollie got...
Because the media's going to take pictures.
Duke's killing me at that one, you know.
No. If Ollie got through the door for 99 in Man United, for the 299 goals, you're telling me there isn't those nostalgic behaviour in and around world football same way? One, two. The mere fact of Man United on his CV gets him in the door. For 3 years, he was at Man United for 3 years.
I wish life
and you're
was like
telling
that
me
still.
no.
On Ollie's what? He finished 30 odd points behind Liverpool. 30 something points.
That doesn't matter.
I got your back.
That does not matter.
No way.
Ollie's dead.
Ollie's dead.
But this is the problem.
That does not
But
matter.
incorrect. He made
That hair on the floor has more chance of getting on back on my man's head than Ollie getting an extra.
He may be dead, but I tell you what, he will get through the door. It's for him. Almost most of the top, middle tier team, he will get through
In the Premiership.
Listen,
Even in the Premier, he will get through the door.
This is where I'm not.
he's in listen,
Yeah, I don't know about
he's hit
Prem.
a new level. Listen, he's hit a new level. He's on AI.
He will get through the door. No, he will get through the door.
He's saying.
He will get
I
through
even
the
get
door.
what he's saying,
Whether or
but
not
it doesn't
he-
work like that.
Brother,
Football is not working like that.
We just talk about flipping Gerrard getting the job, right? We just talk about Gerrard getting the job after Gerrard has been in management for 3 years.
Hold on, pause, hold on. So, when Stevie does get the Liverpool job, what would that be on the back of?
do
Would
you
that
mean
hold
when
on?
he does? That's
Will
not
that
given.
hold on, Stephen?
That's
Will
not
that be on the back of what he done for Liverpool as a player, or what he's done?
More likely.
So the same thing as Ollie.
More likely.
I actually think now his odds of becoming Liverpool manager have dropped.
Greatly.
I hope I'm proven wrong, by the way. Yeah.
Why?
I think his odds are dropping.
Why?
Because this is a big
He's
risk.
ruining
He
his.
could have built his manager
No,
experience in a safe
Yeah, but
environment.
Rob, you have to remember, if this works out, then mate,
what I'm
works
saying
out,
is
it's mad.
clear, yeah.
I acknowledge it becomes completely void. If he can get Villa consistent Euro, everyone say void. I'm just being funny. I am worried.
Okay. Wait.
His odds will decrease, and Pep Lundegaard's chances of replacing Klopp will probably increase as a result of that Villa. Because if it goes wrong it's going to go
Wrong. Yeah. I get that.
Well, look. So
Leave that.
Lampard was at Derby. He did well at Derby. Chelsea came and called him. He went to Chelsea. They sacked him
Now why? Why did they go Chelsea? Why?
because Chelsea came and called him.
Why? Because they couldn't buy a Ross thing. They needed someone to fill the gap. They actually paid
And was that off? Would we say that
They
was
literally
off his
plugged the hole
play?
with him.
Would we say that's off his playing career?
You get about
Or
100%.
what he done as a manager?
100%.
A bit of both. Because he was working with young players.
No, that's a lie. Rob, that's a lie. There is no way. He got that job off of his playing career. Because tactically,
Derby to the playoffs.
yeah, but that's not the same level. These Premiership clubs don't count themselves as the same level as getting Derby. You looking at that?
No, but listen, let's be clear.
About 20% of that was off the Derby.
But even so, if we're going to say that, 20% isn't enough to make a full decision. That's not to say.
It's not a good decision, but
Yeah.
stopgap.
Exactly. So if we're saying it's a stopgap, exactly, it's a stopgap that stopped. That's the problem. That's the problem, isn't it?
What your mum say?
Or 14-game run.
Right.
And that's why they gave him the job.
Yeah.
He was just there to put the ball back together, put the
fans
pieces back
You have to
together.
remember, Oli came at such a disgusting time. That Mourinho, the way the fans were divided, that's what he was brought in for. We could have brought in Paul Ince, Roy Keane, anyone that had previous played, because we wasn't in our, we wasn't looking for a manager. Well, we wasn't.
He was out of shape. He was out of shape.
Yeah. So it was literally a stopgap to the end of the season. Then we were supposed to get someone in proper. But where we gave him the contract so early after that run, and
So you're telling me. So
Oli,
you're saying
Oli did not get the job off of no managerial credentials.
none. So
If you go on his
wait.
credentials,
So wait. So
If
As
you
a
go on his
as a
credentials, he should
so-
have even been
so-
in the cooking room.
so-
the backroom
Oli
staff.
is not tactically aware. He puts out a side that will just. And
So-
he's sitting
The
down.
thing
He
is,
does no-
Swansea.
I can't believe that. I'm not going to believe that. I'm not going to believe that. I'm not going to believe that. A company of Man United staff.
Believe it because
company
we
of
are
Man United
crazy.
staff, which depends
We are
on
crazy. Believe
playing-
it. You have to.
playing
You
on the
have to.
field.
Come out of
didn't
AI.
factor.
Come out of AI.
No.
It's
No.
what
Because
happened.
you're telling
It's
me.
what happened.
No,
I'm
you're
telling
telling me that.
The opening statement.
why-
Listen, no, wait, because I don't want him to kill himself. The opening statement when Man United, when Man United appointed Oli, do you know the opening statement? Google me on this. The first thing the club said is, we've appointed someone that the fans are going to be happy with. The fans are going to like this. Nothing to do with football. Nothing to do with going on and going forward. Google me if you don't believe me. The fans are going to like this. That straight away implies, look, we are solidifying this. The project hasn't said we're just trying to
Trying
bring
to
you together.
keep everything
Give us
a bit-
time right now and in. That's how you know we had no.
So would you say
intention.
that him finishing second was overachieving then?
100%. But why we finished
but-
second is because of the bad, like everyone else being
terrible.
at the table. Yeah. So it was a lie. I've been saying this from a long time ago. I'm not new to it or anything.
I was an Oli fan because for the madness that was on. I wanted him just to steady it down.
Steady the
But
ship.
that's it.
Steady the
And
ship.
That's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened.
That's what he's done.
Yeah, that he did. He
And
did.
that's why.
Yeah, he did. I give him that.
When other clubs are looking at him, I'm not talking Premier League, but I have to reiterate that. When other clubs are looking at him, they're going to think, well, he went to the biggest club in the world that was in chaos, and he at least
Steadied the ship.
But then you have to
Because
remember,
as
Rob,
much as
you
can
have to
critique him
remember,
now,
he
he's still
scored
better than he
those
was
goals.
before.
The reason why he was able to
You're not
calm
wrong.
it down
You're
is
not
because
wrong.
the fans love him
You're
for
not
the 2
wrong.
goals.
You're not wrong.
Other clubs are not going to.
You're
He's not going to
no,
have
but
that.
what I'm
He's
saying
not going to have
is,
that.
They're going to say he had a calming. Even now, you may think he's dross, but it's better now than it has been. And other clubs will think, look at that.
I don't agree with that.
Wait, no, it depends on where the club is.
Because
You're-
he was a
Steven.
legend there.
Just the mere wait, hold on. Just the mere fact. Wait. Just the mere fact. Hold on. Just the mere fact. Just the mere fact that he's got Premier League.
It means something. No, it does mean something. That
On
does mean
his-
something.
Man have got Premier League on
Name
their
it.
team, and we ain't seen them again.
Name that. Go on.
And Emirate, how long was it until he got a job?
He went into the Villa.
He didn't go straight
went
away.
into-
They wanted
No.
Yeah,
How-
go back to-
Listen, exactly.
He went back.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
He had to go back.
But they wanted him for the Newcastle as well, though.
And they're
This is now,
talking about
this
his
is
name.
now. I'm talking about when he got
left-
dashed out.
he left-
When he got dashed out, how long was it
Yeah,
before the lower clubs started circling around him?
No, he was alright.
He was alright.
He wasn't. And then on top, there's we can
Someone else. No, pick someone else.
No,
Emery has
no,
Emery
I
has
don't even
titles.
have to.
Emery has titles.
Okay, yeah, I agree with that.
So
but at
pick
the same
someone
time,
else.
I'm still saying, once
And
he
he's
come
got
out of the
tactical,
Premier League,
awareness.
it took him a long
No,
time
dude,
to build
dude.
up. He went where after Arsenal?
Dude,
He went
Villarreal.
He went Villarreal. Is that not to drop?
He
Is
went
that
back-
not starting again?
He went back to
listen
where
to what
he
you're
came
saying. He was manager of Arsenal.
At that time, we're talking about United.
Let's
it's
be,
a level.
let's be frank.
Level.
Let's be frank.
So if he's dropped
when
and
he
gone to
leaves
Valencia,
United,
It has to
he
drop
goes
down.
Barca.
It has to
Yeah,
drop
come on,
down.
you lot
No, I'm
crazy.
saying it has
It's
to.
gonna be a drop.
It's gonna be a drop anywhere.
Anywhere, bro.
But Arsenal, as bad as we don't
if
like
you
Arsenal,
rewind this,
Arsenal
I
was-
said,
Why are you saying
Oli
we?
will get a Sunday.
we don't like Arsenal.
Why are you saying as bad as we don't like
We
Arsenal?
don't like Arsenal.
I don't know if Duke likes Arsenal or not.
I hate you, you know, bro. Don't even say stuff like that. I can't stand you, lot. At the best of times. You have to remember, even so, a key thing we're forgetting, because I said this earlier, how Oli gets fired will determine. Oli is going to get fired on the basis of he does not know what he's doing. He's not a manager. Emery, to be fair, didn't get fired under those circumstances.
How did he get dashed out?
He got fired
The
as
fans had enough.
fans that had enough and were saying I don't know, there was loads of different reasons.
And if I'm honest with
but
you,
the
the Arsenal
common
fans,
denominator.
they just got rid of Wenger. They just like they're throwing their weight around. If I'm honest.
Yeah. It was once.
And we don't like
It
that
was
either.
once.
We don't like that one either.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, 100%.
But Oli is. We can all unite as footballing people and say this guy does not know what he's doing, and he's had previous of not knowing what he's doing at Swansea. No one listened because it was Swansea. That was the problem.
Well, the fact of it is, Kate Moyes, he went to Sunderland, didn't he? Went down.
Yeah, had to
Went
go.
to Deportivo or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, Deportivo.
He had to go
Yeah.
come back. And the only reason why West Ham took him, because there was
No one else.
To be
He's
honest,
got Premier League experience.
That kind of proves
And he can steady the ship.
No, but it's a different level.
because he was manager of the biggest club in the world, there's going to be 3 or 4.
No.
Not
But
only-
even
not
on
only-
that,
but any
he
job.
had experience. He had Everton.
at
He had
United.
all these other. He had
There's only
experience.
a handful
Ollie's
of things
experience
that you
But-
can
was
take
relegation
on
and
par.
Norway.
Anything
Yeah,
that goes
but-
wrong is going to be a step
No,
down.
but I agree.
Moyes went up. Moyes went up.
If he went from like Man United to like Villarreal or Valencia or just above.
I tell you,
that's-
Villa Barcelona. It's different, but he went downstairs to Sunderland.
Yeah.
He went to
Yeah.
Sunderland.
I tell you what, you man, tell me where Paul Ince is now. Paul Ince is a manager. He was manager. He was manager at Blackburn. No. It's the scenario. I'm just saying. Look, he
Steve
came
was
in
correct,
literally
bro.
after when he finished his career, right?
Yeah.
He's down as a legend of Manchester United. No one else, a legend of Manchester United. He got the job. He's at Blackburn. Blackburn struggled. He's out of a job. Where is he now?
You're correct.
Graham Souness. Where is he now?
Sky Sports.
Exactly. Okay, but we're
Graham
talking about
Souness
in
is
the
done now.
managerial role. Where Roy Keane? These are managers. Where are they now?
Roy
Sky
Keane don't
Sports.
really want to
No. Forget that they're in the media side. We're talking in terms of managerial at football level.
But they don't want to.
The what?
Keane don't want to.
Celtic, man.
Roy Keane, come on.
He don't want no. Roy
Guys,
Keane. No,
you're
we're forgetting.
just only strengthening Stephen's argument.
It doesn't-
Let me explain why. Let me explain why. Graham Souness literally destroyed the dynasty.
Yeah.
Literally. Yeah.
What do you think?
That's why when he hold on. That's why when he's talking on Sky Sports.
This is what I'm saying.
What do you think Ollie's doing?
Eat their arse.
destroying the dynasty.
What do you think Ollie's
And
doing?
I was up with it.
Go on, sorry, go on. Lance.
Go on, bro.
Whether you like him or not, Duke.
Like
Yeah.
who? Souness.
Ollie.
I love Ollie.
Allow me
I love
to
him. I love it. No, wait. Sorry,
I love him as a
I
player.
have to make this clear. I love Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
a
Those
player,
two
okay.
goals and
But
as a
he's just
player.
not up to task.
Right,
I get it.
that's
I get
it.
it.
There you go.
I get it.
As a
just being
player.
neutral. I'm just saying he's not fit for purpose as a manager. I get it. Yeah.
Full stop.
But what you have to give him credit for, since Fergie has been done, it has been a lot worse than it is now. Yes, you lot are not happy, but he's brought at least a level of stability to the
Calm.
Yeah.
A level
Give
of
the man a
calmness.
little credit.
No,
we know he's not
We're
done
not
that.
We're not
Based
kicking
on
that.
that
We're
alone,
not kicking that.
All I'm saying
It's gonna
is,
be like that.
Oh, but
It's gonna be like
yeah,
that.
because he's got the gravitas as the man that
That's
did
fine.
the thing in
But
99.
we're talking
you
about
just
the ability
Yeah.
of a
No, but what I'm
manager
saying is,
to get results.
Steven's correct, bro.
To win football matches, mate. Everyone's forgetting about winning football
But
matches.
he had it. But he had it. But he had it.
He had what?
He
The
had
ability
the
to win
ability to win
when?
football matches.
He's gonna have
He
3
went on
jobs
that mad-
afterwards.
He went on that
It
mad
don't
run.
have to be Premier League.
That
No,
mad
it
run
might
of
be a
winning.
sick dash team.
What, 11
He's
games
gonna have
on the-
all
on the-
jobs.
14 games or whatever.
Brother, I would say Oli did not tactically do that. The players on the field did that.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It matters. That's why we're here. Of course it
He
matters.
wears
He said it don't matter. If it didn't matter, he was staying
Hold on,
in
hold
charge.
on. One conversation.
He's not going to get anything apart from a basement job somewhere.
Are you talking about
Man said basement joke.
Alright, let me ask you a question then. Who's a better player at Frank Lampard than Oli? And when they're playing?
Doesn't matter.
I'm asking that.
That's irrelevant.
No, ask you a question, just answer it. I don't think
irrelevant.
Alright, really ask about, I'm not asking nothing. What do you think? Who do you think is the better player at Chelsea? Right? Okay. Who's
I say
better
Oli.
manager? Who's the better manager?
Personally,
at
I say Oli.
And Frank Lampard.
Frank Lampard.
Oh no, Frank. Well,
So who's the better manager at Frank Lampard and Oli?
I think
Frank
Lampard.
yeah,
Lampard.
And Frank can't get a job. Frank can't get a job.
What do you mean?
What you on about? There's been big opportunities, and no one's talking about Frank Lampard.
Yeah.
But yet still he's better than Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
yeah.
So how's that work?
How's that work?
Have sense.
Use your
It's
AI and
not to
answer
work
that.
out. It's not to work
Use your
out.
AI and answer
I can answer that. It's simple.
Wait, bro. Sorry. Yeah, I need him to land.
And then we're gonna
Use
move
your
on
AI
to the
and
games.
answer that.
It's simple. He's suffering from the same issue. He's left one of the biggest club in
He got
London.
left, he got sacked.
He got sacked, cool, from the biggest club in London.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's facts.
Just
He's trying it, but
Let that. I want him to try. I want him to because
He
there's no.
got sacked from the
biggest
biggest
club
club in London.
Okay.
And what they had good quality players,
Yes.
right? Obviously, it's gonna be hard for his name to be mentioned with all the mud that's on him right now. But Frank can go outside if he wanted to,
Outside of the Premiership.
outside of the Prem,
Okay.
and get practically
easy.
Easy.
Right. So the question is, correct me if I'm wrong, but the question being asked here, you know what I mean? Like, what are you on about?
No. But we have said he will get a job. He will get a job. He will walk into a job. And Frank's name was getting mentioned.
So, but that's what we're saying. But correct me if I'm wrong. Are we not saying that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer? Let me finish, speak, because you said a lot. So, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will not get a top tier job again if he leaves Manchester United. Is that not the question?
Yep.
In the Prem.
A top tier job.
It
That's what I'm asking you, man.
It
Man,
depends as well.
that's what they're asking.
Also, on that note, just to go on with Mark, let's not forget, outside, I'm not even labeling it to Prem, I'm going to say it across the road because Roma was looking for a manager, Inter Milan was looking for a manager, I can't remember, a couple of other some are just
looking for.
Mourinho just signed for them.
he just signed.
But Mourinho.
Lampard's name weren't mentioned.
Because they literally went and got Mourinho.
No, it weren't like that. And Lampard,
was.
Mourinho's on the decline. Let's be
No, bro.
Let's be real.
They went and
Mourinho's
got
on the
The
decline.
point was,
Bro, Mourinho was on
Lampard's
holiday.
name wasn't mentioned in it. That's what I'm trying to
Yeah.
establish.
Lampard
And
and
it wasn't
Mourinho's
mentioned
not
in
the
it
same.
because he's not. You're not getting it. He's not in that. He's not in that tier. He's not in that bracket. They don't look at him as an elite manager. So when we say he can come out of the Premiership and get any kind of top tier job, that cannot. It don't work. It doesn't work like that. Other countries are looking at him with the same eyes that we are, innit?
Okay,
And that's it.
This is why I'm saying he's correct. You lot are talking about some serious teams, bro. You can't.
You just said a top tier manager,
I'm
top
saying
tier
that.
team.
I'm not saying he can necessarily go top or top. I'm talking he might get a job for Calgary or someone like that. Roma and them teams. Yeah, I don't know.
But they aspire to do something. They want to do something.
That's what my point. That's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is in the top 10. When you say top 10,
We're talking
we
about.
have to differentiate.
He will not
Are you
get
saying literally top tier club?
I think the top
Top
tier
tier
club.
league, or just a top
He
tier
will
league?
not get a top tier France,
Italy,
Spain, Germany.
Yeah, all of
There's
them.
only really 3 teams in France.
There's only 3 teams in Spain, but
There's only
And on top of that,
We need to be realistic.
Even if we go on the assumption of what Stephen's saying, which I get, there are better options than Oli to take those
Absolutely.
jobs.
and that might be the case.
But
However,
that
what
is
I will
the case.
tell
That's
you-
why he's going to sit down. He'll never get that. He has to go back to the future with Vikings or whatever, Iceland, wherever he's going to go.
the cream of the crop in terms of clubs in the top leagues, I agree with what you're saying. But he can get another Swansea job in the top 10.
Whether or not he gets the job,
It just starts in
I'm
itself.
telling you, it will. The name will get him in the door.
Go on,
Whether or not he
Unks.
gets
Go on,
the
Unks.
job.
And then we're
That's
going to
all
move
I'm
on.
saying.
Go on, move on.
He couldn't even get the Norwich job, which is they're going down.
Frankie.
I'm not talking about.
No,
But we see Frank as better. Frank is better than
Yeah,
Oli.
he is.
He's a better manager than Oli.
Stop it.
He's a
We're forgetting about prestige. Then.
You got to remember what Frank did. We've not remember with the youth said, you know.
You couldn't buy no one.
Mount's still in the team. My man's gone Roma.
Everybody who's been
He brought my man from Derby, didn't he?
Right?
you know what?
And
Who-
wasn't right for the Norwich job. When you think about it, there's a reason
they wouldn't even.
But they're going down anyway.
To bring them straight back
Back
up.
up. I was going to say,
Yeah.
Frank's gonna
100%.
do that.
100%.
To bring them
No,
back.
but there's certain managers you assign for certain
Yeah.
tasks.
Yeah.
Like that.
Even
Like,
us.
what task can he do?
Because coming out of the championship, you can't guarantee certain top tier managers
Will survive
can
anyway.
do that.
You've got to remember, he's got the experience. Oi, are we talking AI language? He's got the experience of putting man up. He's not going to be on a major budget as well.
Who are we talking about?
Frank.
Smith.
Yeah, that's what
So that's why it makes sense.
Frank nearly came up with Derby, didn't he?
Nearly,
like,
yeah.
just
Couple,
about
I think
straight.
twice.
Yeah.
Innit? Twice, innit? But let's move on. So really quickly, did anyone see the Reggae Boys this week? No one saw Antonio's goal.
Oh, yeah. I saw the goal. That was a banger.
Brother, gang man of the week is Mikel Antonio, bro. His goal for Jamaica, oh my God. Bruv. Oh, man. That sweet me, you know. That was a sweet one.
You know that was a good accident, innit?
Huh? Nah, listen, Lau Antonio, man.
He ain't doing that ever again,
He's
bro.
doing bits,
He ain't ever
man.
doing that again, man.
He's showing man in confidence. There's levels to this. I might not look like Ronaldo in the Prem.
Right.
But when I'm playing against y'all,
I'ma do bits.
Who are they playing?
USA.
Oh, wow.
Listen, he's a right back. He's playing striker. He said, I watched the interview for him.
Not
He
a bad,
said,
you won't even let him go. You're putting him back at right back. I remember he used to be a right back.
bruv, he's a right back.
That's how he started, isn't it? But he's a striker now, isn't it?
He's a striker now, bro.
Give him that. Man,
He's
still
saying,
calling him a right back.
he just started to make money. This new contract as a striker, he just started to make money, bro. Big up Antonio, man. Trust me.
King,
man.
man.
For the culture, man. Big up Antonio. He's doing what he needs to do, bruv. Come on, man. Danny Ings ain't licking again. Where's Pookie? Pookie ain't licking again, bruv. Trust me, bruv. But really quickly, as we're talking about Antonio, I might talk about West Ham Liverpool.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Jig,
And
we
thank you
waiting
for
this
tuning in.
one.
Thank you for tuning in this week. See you next time.
I'm not gonna lie, my energy's slightly gone now, man. It's like 2 weeks ago. I can't even remember how the game.
What happened?
You got dealt with.
You lot lost,
Did
man.
Antonio score? He didn't score, did he?
Nah.
Where was it then? When was the bangers then? Still,
Do you know I didn't see the game?
you didn't.
You know, it was 12:30 kickoff, I think, early, and I was out, but I was gonna watch it later. But after the result, I didn't watch nothing named that, man.
I think he was
At 3 o'clock, well, I was out anyway. But I didn't watch it. The game.
I think what it highlights now is the reality. What I've always been saying: Liverpool are burnt out, and if you stop their long ball, you can get at them. This Van Dijk isn't as great as we all make him out.
Whoa!
He was there, weren't he?
What you have to understand?
Last season he was out, weren't he? They all put.
Hold on, no,
that's
just
why
pause.
they didn't do
Just
well.
pause, just pause.
You got dealt with.
Just
by West
pause.
Ham, innit?
You're telling me Van Dijk is not one of the top
I didn't say
five,
that. I didn't say that. I said he's not
top
that great.
3.
I said he's not that great.
Okay, so in the world,
I'm not doing numbers. I'm
No,
not
no.
talking
Whoa
about
there, whoa there.
no.
Top 3.
In the world,
Yeah.
where do you
I don't know. I
rate
haven't seen every
Van
centre back in
Dijk?
the world. I haven't seen every centre back in the world. I don't know.
Probably 5th.
I'm saying to you, you've got to remember, this is coming from a very salty
I'm not salty.
man that catch that old
5-0, 5-0 in
That
it.
kept that
It's a
old
5-0.
the other day.
Do you know why I'm not salty? If you like had done your job,
Liverpool-
if you had beat us 9, we might not even. I could be a
If
happy
we
man
had beat
today
you 9.
because Ollie would have been out of the job. That's what you have to do.
I'm
Come
never
with a
gonna be
crazy
happy, man. I'm never gonna
score
be
where it's untenable.
You're mad. You sound mad.
Listen,
You sound
you don't have
crazy.
to remember. I have been this since
Yeah,
Since 2 years, I needed this guy out. My energy, where most man is here, I am beyond that now with this guy.
You're on touch level. You're on touch level.
Yeah, I've had enough. I am so angry that I can't even be angry.
No, we just said your name.
We just said your name.
We just said your name, Tosh.
I am at the level now where I am so angry, I can't even, there's no more room to be anger. I just need him out, whatever it takes, innit? I am seeing him, as I said to Steve earlier, he is killing the dynasty of the club. It might not be his fault because he doesn't know, but because of the board that won't chop him, it's killing him. Today, I know we'll win, but it's not going to be nice. It's going to be a mid-table game, like scrapping it out. They're going to have chances as well as us. We're Manchester United. We've got probably the second highest wage bill, if not there. And we're going to be scrapping it out with Watford. Is that what's supposed to be happening? And it's going to be down to Ollie. And that's how I see it. So I need this man gone. It's enough.
Do you know every conversation we had has gone to Ollie?
I know. We're talking about the 3-2.
I'm sorry.
Liverpool. Sorry, West Ham 3. Liverpool 2.
I know. It's that bad. I am jumping from a Liverpool.
You said Van Dijk is rubbish.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
Wait,
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Wait. Did I say? I tell you what. Did I say that? Did I say Van Dijk's rubbish?
he said.
No, you said he's not as good as we think he is.
There you go. I stick by that. West Ham proved that.
May I counter that?
He still come back from injury, and I said this as well.
Okay, as long as you.
He's still coming back.
No, I'm not hearing that.
No. What you have to understand, injury had a
He's
very
been
serious.
back there, but he's out for a year.
He's been back.
What, Stephen, are we doing? Can we get like a subtitle so we know, is it AI now, Posh? What are we doing today? This man has been out for a whole season, and we're going to expect him to come in and play exactly like he did.
Wait. No. I'm gonna need consistency.
He's growing into it.
I'm gonna need
Liverpool play Everton again. I'm hoping.
I'm gonna need consistency from you. Are you saying before he was injured he was top tier, and then he got injured, and now he's not what we expect, or he's not what we think?
Van Dijk.
I'm saying.
only one bad game.
I'm saying that we are not. We saw it's not the same Van Dijk before he is injured. And right now, wait. Right now,
that's okay.
Wait. Let me land with it. Right now, he's not this great person that you're all lauding him with before he got injured. So there you go.
Even with
he's accepted that.
So I went to the second game he played on after his injury. Yeah? The man's brain is ridiculous. His oversight of his back line is ridiculous. His positional is mad.
He's a real centre back. He's a real centre back.
He's very, very good. And his wife's beautiful. She's sitting next to me in the box. Really good looking. But seriously, he knows what he's doing. He's one of the
I'm not disputing that.
I was trolling, but he is. I was
He's
trolling.
serious.
He's a good
He is top
and
two,
it hurts
if
me
not
to
top
say,
two.
but think how good Ledley King was.
Bad. I rate
Think
him.
how good.
You comparing it to him.
I'm not comparing. I'm comparing to him before he got injured. Him to him. Because
that's all right.
exactly.
That's all right.
But I'm doing that. That's what I'm doing.
Van Dijk was. I was talking about.
AI Stephen took it somewhere else. He just took exactly what I said, bang, straight here.
Because I'm saying, look how good Ledley King was. Yeah,
he was.
I think he wasn't training for the week,
And he was still boss coming
and
off
he
again.
still come on a Saturday against. He's still coming on a Saturday against
club
players that have been training
Rugby.
all week.
Oh, nice.
They come
Yeah?
in, bro. Finish it up.
And play. And play ball. Ledley King.
King was king.
So when there's good
King was
centre
king.
backs
Yeah, King was
in the Premier League, they stand out like a sore fan.
Yeah.
bro.
Do you think Van Dijk has washed? He can't say Van
Wait,
Van Dijk is washed. Ben White, you know. he said Van Dijk's washed is what he said. No.
I didn't say Van Dijk's washed. You're getting a reaction out of Gaza.
He said Van Dijk is not as good
as the
as
Van
we all
Dijk-
think he is.
That's the word that came out of his mouth.
Comparing to Van Dijk before he got
No,
injured.
you added that bit off.
Ah,
What
no,
he
well,
said
I'm
was
adding it
that
because
he's not as good
I
as
needed to
everyone
bring
think he is.
clarity. I needed to bring clarity to the situation.
Since he got injured, he's not been as good as before.
Yes.
And that's okay. That's okay.
No.
That's not what he said though.
That's not what you
I
were
had
saying
what I
originally.
said. That's what I said in the long run because I had to bring clarity to what I said. But what I said
No.
is what he is not as good as we all think he is, meaning that.
No. He said.
You're dealing with. He's had a rough morning this morning. You know he did. He's had a rough morning. He's gonna go mad now. He's gonna go mad. This morning. Go on.
He said Van Dijk is not as good as we think he was before he got injured.
Didn't I just say
Which
that?
implies when he was injured,
before
he was injured, we thought he was great, and now he's back. He's not even nowhere near that anyway. So, irregardless of the injury, he believes Van
Did
Dijk.
anyone get that? When I said that.
That is what he was saying.
Even what you're saying, today, it's not as good as Van Dijk before the injury.
He's saying it's bad.
That's standard. That'd be standard.
I told you, you're dealing with a weird Steven today. It's AI Steven today. It's weird today.
No, if that's what he said, or if that's what he's even implying, I could take that. But he knows
He wasn't.
That's
He
not
weren't.
That's not what he was implying.
What we should say is down to interpretation. Some of us took it one way, and then other us
You know what you meant.
You're trying to be clever. Although you cleaned it up, innit? You went somewhere, you thought even for you took it too far and you cleaned it up.
I don't know about that.
Let's leave it there.
He's still
Wow.
centre-back in the Premiership.
Say that again.
Top two. Yes, top two.
Who top two? Who's the other one?
Thiago Silva.
No way, man. Varane, I would say. Varane is up there.
I want someone.
Varane is 100% up there.
Don't bring up.
Varane is 100% up there.
Thiago Silva walk into that Arsenal team even when he's.
Man just told you. Gary just came in and told you Ben White is a 100 million player.
What? 50 million.
He just came in and told you that, man.
Hold on 1 second. We talk about the Ben White that I said. That
Yes,
when
we
he
are.
was at Leeds and that and all
Yeah,
that stuff.
we are. We are.
He's trash. Come on, man. He's played well.
He's doing
He's
alright.
okay
But I
game.
did say you gotta let it play out. I always say that. We gotta let it play out.
Is, in my opinion, the best centre-back in the Premiership.
Where does he rank in the world, though, Gerrard?
He's got to be up there if you're saying that.
Even now.
Yeah, he's got to be 3 up after Varane. It makes sense.
After Varane.
What?
It doesn't matter, man. It doesn't matter. You're too much, man. You're
What I
too
was
much.
going to say is that we also all accept that the best centre-back partnership in the Premiership.
No, we don't.
Man.
No, we don't. No, we don't. No, we don't. He's going to go
Wait,
in.
let me finish.
Finish the sentence.
Finish.
Yes, you do.
No, we don't.
No, you don't. You don't. You're right. You don't. You're 100% right. Nope, we're not. No, we ain't accepting that.
It's what? We all know.
No, we're not accepting that. I'm not accepting that. Whatever he says, I am not accepting. No, we
don't all know.
We don't know.
Gary's the best, you know.
Whatever it is.
He's taking 5 minutes, so he's warming up now.
Am I lying?
Yes.
Am I wrong?
Yes. Tell him. Tell him the lie.
Tell
him the lie. Rob, show him the lie. Because you know exactly what's going on. Show him the lie. Show him the lie. Can someone down the league table show him the lie?
Am I going to say Man United?
Are you going to?
I need you to hear.
I need him on a show ban because he's walking into stuff that we can't.
Brother,
I don't know what he's doing today. I don't know what he's doing
What
today.
makes it worse, Gary is not even trying to
He's
be.
not even
I'm
trying.
just
Exactly.
cerebral self.
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
He's just throwing it.
This is why AI will take over because he can outsmart another human just like that. Where AI is not having that. AI is not even giving him an answer. Going on that.
I don't even need grenade thrower, man.
Yeah, don't even finish it. We don't. Can we even edit this part out? Because it doesn't even. Let's just cut this whole. Guys are walking in.
So, I've got about 5 minutes left. 3 minutes left. What are we saying about Liverpool versus Arsenal today?
Ooh, I am saying. What do you call us say on that?
3-2.
They are getting rich. I'm going to screw up my face. They are getting white, scraped up. Arsenal.
The best defence in the league.
Arsenal are getting. What did he say again when he looked to the camera?
Is Mane fully fit?
Does it matter? Does it matter?
It doesn't really matter.
I'm just asking.
You can pick any one of them.
Anyone.
Any 4. You can any 4 of them.
At this rate, I'll even take. I'll take Origi. I'll take Origi a hat trick at this moment.
Firmino, there's loads of them, mate.
All of them.
And he's going to pick some.
They are getting white.
He's going to pick some off you, that front.
Hold on. So what's the starting
5-0 at our Anfield.
No,
I'm saying it. White.
It'll be Jota up front 3. It'll be Jota, Mane, and Salah.
is Ellison.
Does it matter? It doesn't matter. It's all better, guys. Guys, Whoever's starting, it's all better than Arsenal. It's all better. We can all admit.
It might be.
We can all admit.
To
Mark, what are you not doing? You're having this discussion. Are you gonna go man?
Van Dijk and what's his
One
name?
leg Van Dijk.
And Matic. He's
What you not?
Back fully fit.
Yep.
Who you playing in midfield?
That doesn't
Who
matter.
you playing in midfield?
You pick.
You pick. Good on you. You pick.
The problem you got is West Ham. That's the problem you lot have. You two have West Ham as an issue.
We played West Ham already.
No, we lost to them.
Yeah, you were thinking.
The comeback game. The comeback.
You lot coming to our yard. That's the problem you have, you know. There's no complacency.
They're gonna open you
There's no
lot up.
complacency thing. He's gonna say.
So we're gonna end it here.
Yeah.
Thank you everyone for coming. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll be back next week.
Do I
Big
get
up Dallas,
a free
Good
haircut
luck
once now
tonight.
that I predicted
I'm
that?
out of here.
Oh,
Shalom.
yeah.